facts and take notes.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Public Living, the art of being outside. This small portion of public living is called Take Notes. The reason why I call it Take Notes is because I socialize a lot. I'm outside and things happen. These small stories happen and there's a lot of lessons in these stories. And if for nothing else, they're pretty interesting. So I'd like to share them with you. If you wouldn't mind, I'm going to pick a topic and tell you the story that goes along with the topic. This is a good one. This happened to me recently, actually. I call it scapegoating. So, because I'm a nerd and I look up the origin of pretty much everything that I say, I want to tell you what scapegoat came from first and foremost. We know what it means, but in the Bible, they said that there was two goats in a village, and they sacrificed the first goat for God, and then the second goat, they prayed away their sins onto this other goat and then let it escape from the town and take the sins with it. I'm not a very religious man, but that's the origin. So with that being said, I want to tell you a little story. I've been in the entertainment business pretty much my entire career, and I was blessed enough to buy my first house at 23. And why that's important is my house became the fun house. It became the pregame house. It became the postgame after party house to the clubs. And because I'm in entertainment, mostly with liquor companies, I had access to parties. So what started happening in my late 20s, a lot of my guys started to settle down. And they would call me and ask me to cover for them if I ran into their girl, if their girl came around and mentioned something. Hey, Mike, tell her I was with you on Saturday. Tell her I fell asleep at your crib because I was drunk. You know, whatever the case may be, that's my dog. I'm a cover for him. Here's where I went wrong. One day I covered for a guy. I forget for what. That's not important. But my girl overheard me. She overheard the conversation. She was sitting on the couch with me. He just called and said, yo, Mike, I need you to cover for me, basically to say I was with you. And my girl stopped me in my tracks and said, you know, that makes me look bad. And that was cause for pause. I had to think about it. I said, yeah, you know what? I see that. And I slowed down on pretty much taking cover for my guys on silly stuff that, you know, I shouldn't have been doing. But here's where it bit me in the end. And here's the lesson in this. Some of those guys that were dating those women then got married to those women. And those women that they're now married to despise me. They don't want me coming around for family functions. I can't go on guys' trips with my friends. And I'm looked at as like the consummate bachelor. Now, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus in this video, but just know this, and this is a lesson for both men and women. Fellas, understand this. If you're throwing your homeboy under the bus consistently for 5 years as the party starter, the guy that every time you come up missing, his name is mentioned, that guy's going to get shunned. So make sure that if you don't want him around in the future, sure, keep scapegoating him. But if you think that guy's going to be a good friend of yours in the future, you might need to create a different strategy to do your stupid shit. Ladies and fellas, I'm sorry I got to throw you under the bus for this one. Ladies, if you got a guy that every time something doesn't make sense, he blames it on another guy, that guy might not be a leader. And if that's the guy you're going to marry or be with, you might want to think that through. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Trust me. I've also used other guys as scapegoats. This is not an admission of perfect behavior. But the point is this. Be very careful, fellas, who you scapegoat, because this guy may have a place in your future as a friend. Ladies, if your guy is always blaming another man on his missteps, do I have to say it? So if this has happened to you, ladies, if this has happened to you, you're dealing with a guy, he's always scapegoating another guy, like or comment below. Fellas, if you've been scapegoated on, or if you use somebody else, tell me, talk about it. And the point is this: let's fix ourselves. At the end of the day, I haven't been perfect. Trust me on that. I might be worse than you, but I'm learning. And this is one of the lessons that I've learned. And I'm glad that I was able to, what did Jay-Z say? Hove did that. So hopefully you won't have to go through that. So I'll talk to you next time. Again, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
What's next? Give me something else. What can't you do? I can do it. I can do anything.